In crypto world, conferences are like Comic-Con, and I just got back from Consensus, which is one of North America's biggest. So here are my post-conference thoughts. First and foremost, the most commonly talked about niches inside of the space that the most people that I spoke to are either working on or interested in are DeFi, decentralized finance, and RWA, or real world assets. Pretty much every single major tech-focused advancement or announcement was related to one of those two fields. There were some exceptions, but those were the biggest by far. Really, what I'm doing with that is tripling down my focus on the big ecosystems and watching to see who is doing what in those spaces specifically, because with a conference like Consensus, the takeaway is that if that is what's being talked about, that's what the institutions and the giant money corporate players are interested in. We ran a full week of broadcasts from the conference, and honestly, that was tough. My brain is 100% mush, and it's starting to get back to normal, but man, that was a lot. They were really good episodes, though. I feel really good about where the show is and the interest that we had there. My mission was to get 30 new guests by the end of the conference, and I'm pretty sure I exceeded it. We're going to start working through follow-backs and all that sort of stuff, getting back in touch with everyone that we talked to, all that good stuff. But every single person that we spoke to was interested in appearing on the show. So that was pretty sweet. It was also really cool to attend the conference this year with a partner. So Evan, Will, and myself were able to get up there and work for the week and go to all of the events and spend time on the conference floor, all because Polygon sent us there, which was awesome. Got to go to a couple of their events and help them with a little bit of conference presence. And then, of course, we were lucky enough to host Mark Boyron, the CEO of Polygon, on the show on episode 311, if you didn't catch it. Anyway, just as a side note, because the show is not just ours, it belongs to everybody who watches it and enjoys it. If there is something that you would like to see, please feel free to let me know, and I will reach out and I will make it happen. So again, RWA, DeFi, stablecoins, payments, these are what everybody is talking about. These are the things that I think have the most traction, the most interest, the most money behind them, and that's 100% where I'm focusing right now. We have been doing a lot of work at the Rise Up Morning Show to make sure that what we are bringing you is the best show that we can possibly bring you. So in addition to all of the feedback that I would love to continue to get, I've got a few things that we're working on dropping in place that were all kind of helped materialize during this conference. So first and foremost, I really want to do more to talk specifically to investors and traders, and I'm convinced that we can do it in a way that doesn't just sell guesses to people, because I hate trading groups that are like just little wannabe pump and dump schemes where people just like look at charts and guess and then try to all coordinate buying and selling the same thing at the same time. I don't think that really helps anybody except maybe the insider group there. So I am trying to curate a panel of experts, financial planners and advisors, money managers, venture capitalists, angel investors, all that sort of stuff, fund managers, to help shape the way that you can build a portfolio and the way that you can manage and identify risk. So that is item number one. I'm working on that right now. Number two, I've noticed that there is a tremendous amount of people who claim to want to support real builders. And another big takeaway that I had from this conference was a lot of regret from large scale layer ones, from big blockchain ecosystems, about how much money they spent in the last year and how little they have to show for it. And when I say how much money, I mean millions upon millions of dollars. One ecosystem that I heard of in particular had spent north of $15 million and felt like they didn't really get anything in return. And I think that there is a changing in the tides, a desire to support projects and builders that they think might actually bring something worthwhile to the ecosystem that they don't have to lose their shirt over. And if you're building something, if you're working on something and you need help with connections, with introductions, with networking, with meeting venture capitalists, with meeting ecosystems, with making your pitch better, all that sort of stuff, this is what I do. And so I would love to curate a group for that. And so I'm thinking of launching an ecosystem kind of inside the Rise Up network, specifically for budding entrepreneurs and Web3 builders to work on expanding their network and work on meeting people inside the industry, because I know a shitload of people. And I think the best thing that I can do with that particular asset in my inventory is help other people get access to that same network. In addition to that, I would really like to curate a group of expert correspondents to come on the show in short little segments to give us updates. I don't think that every guest who comes on needs to be booked for an entire hour or an entire 2-hour stream. I think that it would be really beneficial to have some, engineer who is able to drop in when there's a really technical question, or a fund manager or a VC or something like that is able to drop in an ecosystem representative, somebody from all of the big major ecosystems, so that, if Polygon or if Polkadot or if ETH or if anyone has some sort of an update, they could send somebody on the show specifically to give us that update. I think that would be really cool. So I'm working on building that out. If there are any requests or specific areas of interest that you would like me to find an expert or a correspondent to address and talk to, let me know, and I'll do what I do. If you're here, you're early, and I have never been more convicted than I am right now that we are in the right place.